Is there any update?
Yeah, no. It should be soon. Very soon. I don't know.
Are you sure?
Well, I don't know the time schedule. Rose said she had a contact. So as soon as we can get those IDs, we'll move forward. But it should be soon. And I look down at my little communication device and the screen is still blank. Yes, soon.
I have to impress upon you how urgent this is.
Oh, I understand. I know. Hopefully we can move it without there being any trouble. But that's why we're not going to be traveling together. We have our rendezvous. Yes?
Yes.
We have the agreed upon time as well, and we cannot miss that time. Are you worried?
Of course I am.
Well, that's good. That's prudent. But I think we're going to be okay. Still, I pull it out again and take a look. Should have heard something by now. But I'm sure. You know, Rose is incredibly clever, very smart. I'm sure whatever obstacles come her way, she would have dealt with it. Now, if we could, let's go over a few details, shall we?
Please.
We will be rendezvousing on the west coast. There is a vessel that will be able to transport us. The travel time shouldn't be too difficult. However, again, I must stress that we will... What we will be taking with us, well, you know how dangerous it is.
Yes, I am aware.
If at that point, if worst comes to worst, we might have to dump it, but I don't want it to come to that. I don't know what that will do, short term or long term.
It's always been my opinion that it should be destroyed.
I don't disagree with that, but my concern is what happens if it is made again. The Night Owl is nothing to be trifled with. The technology has been done. It can be done again. Being prepared for the eventuality that someone else can make it, that's what we have to do.
That's the only reason that I didn't destroy it.
And I appreciate that very much. I appreciate I've been able to lean on you. It has been jarring, to say the least.
You've made your worth apparent. You are competent and understanding.
Well, I've lived a long life. Most of it at Tyrell, but a long life. You see enough people come and go, make mistakes. Yeah, you can learn from your mistakes, but you can learn from others just as easily. You just have to be aware of the mistake and how to avoid it. That takes a long time and a lot of wisdom.
I don't know if I'll ever have that time.
Yes, I know. I'm sorry.
Why?
That is an excellent question. Because there's nothing I can do, and I wish to. I feel a burden of responsibility without any way of helping you. It's sort of human nature.
I've never understood that term.
Human nature. What is to misunderstand?
People use this word, a commonality. But every human that I've seen or heard about, I can't find a commonality.
Well, it's there. It's just not obvious. People, humanity, it's more a river than a stone. It's flowing, it changes, it rises and falls. It's not stagnant, it's not one thing. I know that doesn't help much, but it's a paradox, I suppose. People are both a good representation of people and a bad one at the same time. We are unique, but we're the same. It's terrible.
You receive a text.
Oh. Excellent.
It reads, Rose is dead. This is a trap. Get out. Now.
Oh, we have to go. Rose has died. Okay, this is faster than I expected.
Hands in the fucking air!
Oh,
LAPD, do not move. I swear I will shoot if you move a muscle.
okay, yes.
Hands up!
Which is it? Hands in the air or don't move a muscle?
Please, Pulse, just put your hands up.
Put your hands in the goddamn air.
Yeah. What he said.
Okay. No weapons. You can see no
Turn
weapons.
around. Face away from me slowly.
Okay. Damn it.
Clear. Hands on the back of your head. Slowly.
Where we can see him.
Down on your knees.
Okay. Could you help a little, please? I'm complying. I just need a moment, please.
I'm moving in. Is there anybody else in this apartment?
No, it's just us.
Take him out.
Selma, it looks clear.
I shoot.
I roughly grab Sagan.
Careful. I'm sorry, Pulse.
I've had a very, very long day here. Natalie, how are you faring?
Fine. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Good. It's a good day
Okay.
for us.
Okay. And why is that, do you think?
Well, you brought in quite a number of people from the Replicant Underground, correct?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good thing, right?
It is. Narrator, can I ask a question?
Absolutely.
Now, Natalie was not on this list. Am I correct?
That is correct. Natalie was not on
Okay.
this list. This was for a refresher. This was a list that was provided
Okay.
by Rose, Sawyer's contact. We'll
Okay.
leave it at that. We'll be kind and say that. The people on this list were supposed to get new IDs. That was the deal that Sawyer had kind of pressured Rose into providing the list of names so that he could help get them out and get them to safety. So new identification.
Okay. Sorry, do you have any questions?
I think as we've been talking, I've been just fiddling around with this communication device that we took from the apartment, one of the apartments that we raided today. And I think that the device is probably stained with blood and dirt. Maybe it's a little damaged. I think I just very slowly put it down on the table as I make eye contact with Natalie and say, it's come to our attention that the department has a lot more leaks in it than we previously thought.
Okay.
And Natalie, I think that you are one of our best security specialists right now.
Okay.
So I think we're gonna put you hard to work in resolving these breaches, identifying them for us.
Okay.
Understood?
Okay. I can do that.
Had any time to work on that other project we talked about, tracking down
Yes.
that supervisor?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I did. Here is the information. I assume that's what you wanted to talk about when you called me in here. Is there a reason that we're in an interrogation room? Is that just to intimidate me?
Well, considering all of the breaches, I think that security is of the utmost importance, and this is one of the buildings one of the rooms in this building that I can guarantee is not currently under external surveillance.
Oh, okay. All right. That's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Here is the information that I found. I should...
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, and I slide over a file that gives us information on this previous individual. And you can look over it, but I'm also going to explain it to you.
Okay.
So, as you will see there, and I should have you know, Sawyer, I did look this up on my terminal, so we may want to pay attention to see if anybody is trying to access my terminal in the next hour, now that I'm away and now talking to you. But what I did find was extremely uncomfortable. It looks like that this individual does not have, at least for what I can see, obviously we have the blackout to worry about, but even outside of the blackout, I'm not seeing any information on this individual. It's almost as if they have no family. They have... Oh, what is happening?
Oh no. Rip.
Oh,
Oh dear.
were we
Hello.
here? Did we just
We're
rip?
here. Yeah, we just went down, I think.
Are we back up?
I don't
I
know.
think
We
we
are
are.
back up, I
Okay, we
think.
are. Oh my god. Fucking internet. Sorry. Okay.
Okay, we're good. Yay.
At least it gets my heart rate up. Okay. It's accurate. Method. Okay. Well, it's almost as if this person it doesn't exist anymore, but I also wonder if they ever did. Now look at this. So here, I've checked to see if they have any insurance policies active. That would be one of the first things I would do, right? I would make sure all that stuff was up to date. We sent out several notices about making sure that you've got your memorial, all that kind of stuff set up. Nothing for this person whatsoever. We were sending them a retirement package, right? Up until about 9 months ago. Suddenly the retirement package stops. Now, it could be that it got sent to a different bank, but it's almost like that money wasn't even real. Or potentially the person wasn't even real. And they kept it just long enough so that people would turn over, right? So that we'd have new HR, new accountant people working here, and no one would be looking anymore. Now, that tells me two things. The first is either someone high above that is paying attention to who was here and who is no longer here noticed that the last known individual that was working in HR that was around when this person was manager left 9 months ago. So that means either they did it, but I don't think so. The ability to change this or to stop payment like this, I think it's more that it's higher up than this. Somebody above me, above you, Sawyer, and above the accounting or HR was able to change this. It's almost as if they knew this was going to happen, and they knew when this person was leaving, and they knew when no one would be looking anymore or remember.
I take off my glasses and I kind of wipe them down. And I am taking Natalie seriously.
Yeah.
And I say, that's some damn good detective work. Do you have any
Thank you.
assumptions about who might be higher up here?
And I look around. I'm very, very nervous at who might be around. I look to the glass wall where usually there's somebody standing behind. It's just us, correct?
It's just us.
I lean forward and lower my voice. I don't like the implication. It would imply that it is somebody of Holden's standing or higher.
Okay.
I don't know if it's Holden because he's moved. He got promoted just recently. But maybe as Blade Runner he had access to things. I don't know. What do you have access? You'd have to figure out what you have access to, Selma. And if you do have access and the ability to change it, then it could potentially be Holden, but it might be higher than that. It might be Chief. And that is terrifying.
I mean, even what you're saying right now.
Yeah, is enough.
Right, that's terrifying enough to be saying, like,
but
okay, this is...
It does back up Sawyer's point of being more than one mole. Because whoever is sending that information to Tyrell, and I don't believe it's Sawyer anymore, and what I would do, if it were me, I would have pit us against each other immediately also. So, if it is there is a mole for Tyrell, doesn't matter. There is somebody in here doing something strange that is aware. I think there might be two, if not more, of this different stations.
Okay.
And where is this money going? Where did this money get allocated to, right? Because all of a sudden, we have an extra, this amount extra? We should try to see if we can get into accounting and figure out what that is, but I didn't want to hack into our own system and, alert anyone. But if that is what you want me to try to do, I can do that. But I just wanted to give you the information first.
Just to clarify, are we talking about Sam Harcrow at the moment? Who are we?
No, we're talking
about Leonard Griffin?
Yes, that's right. My old old manager. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yes, understood. Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I just had to double check.
Okay. Well, if you're offering, we could certainly use that kind of help. But also, you'd be endangering yourself. And Natalie, I gotta be honest with you. I'm not sure I entirely trust you, but what you've just provided us is some very good information. So
It's very serious. No matter what it is, I don't entirely feel comfortable with the idea that Tyrell might be controlling the LAPD, to be honest.
I don't like the fact that anybody could be controlling the LAPD besides the goddamn
Yep.
LAPD.
Yep.
But unfortunately, that's not been true for some time either. Listen, do what you can
Okay,
within your own safety.
okay. Can I say one
and
other
don't
thing?
put yourself at risk.
Okay.
Sorry?
I just want to say one other thing. I did care about Skiff, but I assume you did too.
I did.
But when we learn the truth about people and when they make the decisions we wouldn't normally make,
Hey,
Yeah.
maybe come back.
oh no, not again.
Oh, hello. Hold.
Hold.
Brothers, hold!
I don't know why this is happening. I'm sorry, guys. There's nothing I can
It's
do
okay.
about the internet, though. Let's wait.
Okay. I can see you. I think we're back.
Oh,
up?
actually,
Maybe? I don't know.
I think I know exactly what is happening. Hold on.
Oh,
We're
no.
back. We're back. We're back.
We're back. I
Okay.
think we're back.
Just give me 1 second, viewers here. I'm gonna try to see if I can figure out what's going on. Nope. I don't know why it's doing that. It's just the internet. Okay.
Just the internet.
I just
doing internet things.
yeah. I know that I cared about Skiff. I know you cared about Skiff, but when they make decisions that we're not expecting, you know, after a grieving period, we can change our mind. So I would just ask that you consider that.
Change my mind about Skiff.
No, yes, I mean, you know, he's not who we thought he was. That's all I meant.
And
That is
what i-
unfortunately true.
what is he exactly now, Natalie? How would you describe him?
Going against the law.
I'd go a little stronger. Terrorist sympathizer is probably where I'd start.
Why do you say that?
Well, Skiff is a very resourceful former detective. I'm sure once the clearances are made, you'll be informed exactly what he's been getting himself into.
God. Oh God. Okay.
And
I wasn't-
exactly what's coming his way right now.
Okay, I wasn't fishing. I was just trying to explain to Selma that my actions should reflect my feeling, that's all. And that...
Natalie, I didn't imply that you were fishing. I'm just
Right.
telling you. You'll find out when the clearances are where they need to be.
Right. Okay, I will get back to work now.
Okay.
Do you need me to send in anyone?
No.
Okay.
No. Thank you for your time, Natalie. Thank you for the information. I get up. I think.
Yeah, we're
Or wait,
we're
are
here
we
if you need
on?
anything.
Okay.
We're in the interrogation room currently.
Yeah, okay. Well, if I find anything, should I just come in here and knock? Or do you want me to send it to you a bit more discreetly?
Let's keep things discreet for now.
Okay,
I think that'd be
That's
best.
probably solid.
okay, alright. Be careful.
You too, Natalie.
Thank you. Should I leave that file with you?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Okay, I'm going to, if it's alright with the two of you, I'm going to remove that search history from my terminal.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay. Good luck.
You too.
I sigh as I'm just sifting through this file, just scanning all the dotted lines.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling too. What do you think? I honestly, I think she's telling the truth. It might be a version of the truth, but I think it is a truth.
I never met Leonard Griffin. The idea that this person never existed or that they...
It's bizarre. It's damn bizarre. Narrator, did I know Leonard? I think I knew Leonard.
Yes, I would
wanna
say
say I
Leonard
did.
used to do all the training. I'm sorry, did you say that you had not met Leonard?
I think I probably would have.
Sawyer
once or twice,
would
but I don't
have
think
for
we were-
sure. 'Cause
Oh,
Okay.
he was our old
That's right.
manager. Yeah. He was our old kind of like boss who did our onboarding.
I never met him, you know.
Yeah.
We had the introduction circle, maybe. You know, I never got to know him.
Like if you also
yeah.
if you're lying, that's totally cool too. I don't want to take you away from that. I just wanted to clarify that. Yeah, he was our
No,
old
I was
on.
probably just Mr. I think we talked about Leonard Griffin like 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's
So
true.
I
It's true.
I might have.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was kind of like he was the guy with the crazy tie, and he was our like
crazy tie, that's
our
right.
onboarding person. So kind of like middle management or lower than middle management.
Yeah.
Even this is all he
Yeah.
really did was onboarding and training, and then we never saw him
Okay.
again. You know, he's in a
Never
different
saw him
area
again.
of the LAPD
But he's
anyway.
collecting money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. He was at least until 9 months ago.
Oh, he was.
Okay. So yep. Sorry, that answers your question.
Should we pay Leonard a visit?
I don't think we know where he is, unless we have a location currently.
I don't know. I open up my terminal and
Nice.
start getting to work.
Okay. So
I'd
go
like
ahead
to
and
look up Mr. Griffin here.
Yeah, you basically this is also confirming if Natalie told you the truth. So go ahead
Right.
and roll tech for me, please. You can have
Okay.
advantage because
Ooh.
Natalie has printed out everything on that she could find on this person.
Okay.
So let me put this up here for you. And could you read the roll out for me when you do it?
That is a 1.
Oh, that is a success then.
It's a success, I
Okay,
think, yeah.
perfect. So you find pretty much exactly what Natalie found as well. She actually found a little bit more than I think you do in your first initial search, but I'd say you can, with your tech skills combined with Sawyer's tech skills, you can kind of bend in to the information that she bent into with HR to find the money trail, and it does in fact stop about 9 months ago. And if you cross-check and you look at the number of employees that were around during this guy's tenure, the last one that would have been aware of his presence left 9.5 months ago. Like they waited and then, stopped the payment.
And then stopped.
So
Okay.
it does appear that she has told you the truth as she knows it, like as what is being revealed here.
Okay. And now, does this also... she had mentioned that she thinks or believes that it goes higher
Yes.
than maybe even the chief.
Yeah.
So is there any receipt or trail here that I can find that would lead me on that sort of rabbit hole or no?
It's not that. I guess the reason, and you would see this now that you're kind of cross-checking her stuff, but the reason she said this is because the only people that have access to that level are people like, Sawyer or potentially Natalie if she's skilled enough to hack into it, but it doesn't look like it was hacked into. It just looks like it was issued full order stop. Like it looks like somebody in HR ordered it to stop. So it's either somebody higher up in HR or potentially the only people that were around when this guy was still around are like Holden and the chief, like people who are higher up, which is why she said that might be a possibility. But that does appear to be true as well.
Okay. Do I have any information on Leonard? Maybe like a location,
No,
residence?
it's like he...
Nothing.
It's like
Never
he
existed.
never existed. He leaves, he's getting a paycheck for a long enough time, and then even his address isn't listed anywhere. It's kind of nuts.
I think if we want to chase this thread, the only real recourse we have is to hedge all our bets on Holden and ask him directly. Because he'll either tell us to...
It's a lot of hedging because Natalie says that, in her opinion, it could possibly be someone like Holden.
We can't
Which I
accuse the deputy
understand,
chief
but-
of...
That's a big accusation, right?
I mean, we don't know why he's been wiped off the record necessarily. There might be a different reason for it, and Holden might know that reason, and...
Yeah, but you'd think it would be more common, right? If that were a thing around the force, like we just do that. Like, that's odd. I mean, he was just some. He had cool ties. I remember that much.
Well, I think to me, the outcome either is that this is news to Holden, and he's gonna definitely want to know this, or Holden's gonna tell us this is not in your job purview, get back to your actual job. And I think both those answers tell us everything we need to know. But I don't know if we want to... I don't know if now is the time to bring this up, is all I'm saying.
I say we wait on it, because it's also something that Natalie's theorizing, and we don't have any concrete, tangible anything to bring right now. All we have is this missing person. This person
that is true.
Exists.
And I mean, narrator, do I think I could have, me with my skill set and my access, do I truly think I could have accomplished this if I was this disappearing of a person? Do I think that someone like me with my access could have accomplished this?
That's a really good question. Why don't you roll insight for me?
Insight.
Yeah. That's a really, really insightful question, actually. That's a 2, which is a critical success. So here's what I will tell you about that. I think that we've got a little bit of an ego, but it's also earned because you know what you're doing. So I think that you recognize that this information that was gathered was probably not the average person could gather it. Natalie is not as good, not as skilled as you are. You are probably the only person, according to you, in the office that would be able to do something like this. You could do it, but it would be tricky. And so I think it is reasonable to assume it's either somebody outside helping do this, which would definitely leave trails, or some sort of hacking or something like that. But it really does look like somebody inside with the authority just authorized it. And, yeah, so it seems like she might be telling you the truth.
So the stakes would be the person in question would be fabricating orders from superior officers in order to accomplish this. So this is like it would be quite extreme.
This is very big. Like they're either fabricating orders, or they were in on having this person in the first place. Like this guy must have come in with the purpose of planting a bug on your computer and having you or Natalie take the fall for it at some point. This is a long con. This was like he worked for 9 years. So either he came on trying to do this, or he was bought off at some point, something like that. But somebody higher up knew about it and is covering it up. It does imply that it's either Holden or Gaff or Chief or somebody up on those levels is the one. It could potentially be somebody over in accounting as well, but they are at the equivalent level of Holden, your boss. So it would be, it would be kind of nuts.
Okay. Narrator, what day is it? What day of the week is it?
You asked me that last time too. I know this. Hold on.
This is the reaction I expected immediately when you asked that question.
Yeah. So I believe it is Friday, the 22nd of September.
Okay. It's Friday.
Day 14, I believe.
It is the weekend.
I don't think there's a weekend in this dystopian reality. I think somebody's always working
weekend.
and something's always
TGIF.
open.
Yep. I say we keep it from Holden for now. Just because this could be opening a whole can of worms.
I'm inclined to agree, and I think we have some other problems to attend to today.
Some other fish to fry.
Other fish to fry.
Okay. Well, I'm ready if you are.
Okay, do you want to tackle this together?
I think that's probably for the best. It's been working so far.
Yeah, okay. So we have a couple different to choose from. I don't disagree at all, but...
Okay.
What did you say you liked? It was good cop, efficient cop. Is that the
A
plan?
good cop, efficient cop, you know?
Okay.
I don't view it as bad cop. I feel like you just got to do your job. That's what it boils down to, so.
Well, let's go do our job.
Yep. And I stand up and I say, like, maybe I'm gonna grab a cup of black coffee on the way there also. Okay.
I think the interrogation room is corporate sterile, almost. Where I don't think this is used for... This isn't like a generic LAPD interrogation room. This is probably designed principally for VK tests, I imagine. So it's understood that it's meant to be for replicant interrogations. So I think it's almost somewhere between, you know, an office interview room and a hospital suite. I think it's off-whites and halogens and
Cold.
overall a very unpleasant environment. A steel metal table bolted to the floor. The chairs are probably also bolted to the floor. I doubt there's anything on hand that could be easily used as a weapon, especially considering, yeah. And I think it's designed to contain replicant strength.
Okay. I love that. That's perfect. You can't rip the table and the chairs out of the floor. That's necessary.
It's not a good interrogation room if they can kill you with the interrogation room. Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a mini game that I'm going to go ahead and explain now. It's called Don't Break. So you two are each going to roll a 1d4. You can go ahead and do that now. At the start of each interrogation scene, you're going to be able to do this. Oh, wow. Okay. Fuck!
What for?
Okay, let me explain. So this is at the beginning of each interrogation. You are going to be able to roll a 1d4. That's how many banked breaking points you get to use on the person you are interrogating.
Whoa.
I really want roleplay to dominate this, but when you are in a moment where you think you're putting pressure on them and you're like, it's up to you two to say, this is a breaking point. And that person being interrogated then has to roll a 1d2. It's simple pass or fail. They either succeed or they fail. If they fail, they lose one of their resolve. And obviously when they get to 0, they break.
Oh.
Okay.
And to clarify for listeners, we both were asked to roll a d4. We both rolled a 4 on our d4s.
Yeah, which means they get 8 chances throughout this interrogation to try to
Oh my God.
break the person that they are.
It's like Mario Party on really hard mode.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I said when I was making this mini game, I was like, what are the odds that they both roll 4? Like, probably not going to happen, right? Like, there's still a chance for...
That's what happens when you say it's not going to happen.
Of course. So, but this means you have 8 opportunities to call for a roll. So the person being interrogated still has the opportunity to say, to roll, you know, a pass or a fail. They can still succeed and keep their resolve. So I hope for this person's sake that they do it at least a couple times.
Now, I mean... Okay, so just to get clarification.
Yep.
Do we have to use all of our like if we've got 4 of them each? Do we have to use all of them?
You
or
do.
Just like
you do not have to use all of them at all. And also, they are guidelines. It's a game for you all to play. If narratively you feel like your character would break sooner, do it. If you feel like you know you've gotten all the info you want from them and you don't want to continue using you don't have to. You know what I mean? So again, guidelines, fun mini game for you guys to add stress and tension, but you do not have to abide by it. Now
stress and tension. Why don't you put that in my role play?
But you also will get some information at the beginning of each interrogation as well. So when we open the floor, you can ask out of character, what would we know about whoever we're interrogating. They can tell you a couple of things, and then you can do your rolls, and then you can start the scene. But again, at any time during the interrogation, you can call for a breaking point roll, and they have to roll. I would like you two to decide, is one pass or is one fail? If they roll a 1 on a 1d2, is it a pass or is it a fail?
Listen, roll 20 is going to put a red color on the 1 and, a green color on the 2, so I think 1 should be fail.
Okay, 1 is fail.
1 should be fail.
Sounds good to me. So that's clear. 1 is a fail.
1 is a fail.
The other thing is you do not get to know how much resolve a person you are interrogating has. Obviously, it's going to vary person to person. So that makes it fun. Okay.
Oh.
And I think that was it for the mini game. And now,
Gotcha.
who is it
Do we? I'm sorry. Do we have to roll anything else for us to, like, when we're asking questions? We can just be like, "This is a breaking point." For
you get to say, and you've got 4 each.
Okay.
You've got 4 each. Okay. And keep in mind, at any point, if you feel like it's a breaking point when Sawyer is giving, you can use one of your points during Sawyer's interrogation because you're a team. Yep. Yeah. So you guys can lift each other up.
Dude.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So our first person that you are interrogating actually is Pulse.
Okay.
You do know that he is a replicant. Are there any other details that they might have on Pulse? Whack. Oh, he's muted because the motorcycle. Hold on. I'm coming to the rescue. Okay. There you are.
I don't imagine so.
Okay. All right. So that's all you guys have. Oh no, that's not true. You have that he's a replicant, but you also have footage from Tyrell that Sawyer got. Tyrell did not relinquish this willingly to you. That's a very important point. Sawyer nabbed this, and it is footage of September 9th. And it is footage of Pulse inside Tyrell, along with a couple of other people trying to break in and get something. You don't know what they were doing in there, but you did see footage of them inside the building and breaking in. So that's what you know about Pulse.
Gotcha.
Take it away.
Hello. Set down my coffee. Oh, that's still hot coffee.
So, Pulse. Is that a given name or a chosen name?
Does it matter?
Well, I'm asking. I'm Detective Clark. I believe we've already met.
Yes.
What is your designation?
You can call me Pulse.
Okay. What were you designed to do, Pulse?
I was designed to save lives. I'm a surgeon.
A surgeon?
A surgeon.
How long have you been a surgeon?
I'm not sure.
Okay, fair enough. I look
Are
at
you
Sawyer.
aware? Are you aware of your incept date?
The implication that I am unaware of how long I've been a surgeon indicates that I am not.
That's good. That's good. You're good.
Are you a Nexus 6 or a Nexus 8?
Nexus 8?
New model. Open-ended lifespan.
I'm not sure which I am.
You're not sure?
No.
Nobody's told you?
Why would they?
Well, you found it out somehow. It's not like you just walked into a room and it was plastered everywhere. I'm guessing no one threw you a party. Like, by the way, you're a replicant.
No.
No. So how did you find out?
Can you describe what a strawberry tastes like?
I suppose you'd have to understand a strawberry in a conventional manner. You'd have to look at the strawberry as a decided upon thing that both of you know is a fruit that is juicy and sweet and red. It's got little tiny seeds in it. It's got little green leaves. Those are all descriptors, right? But that's understood. We know that that's a strawberry because we can communicate that. I'm not sure where your question is here. But yes, I could probably describe a strawberry to somebody in the English language.
Would you describe it to me?
Sweet red and a pulpy texture.
I wouldn't expect that.
You wouldn't expect that.
What would be on your expectations for a strawberry?
I don't have any. I can't taste fruit.
That is a shame.
The man that we arrested you alongside, what is his name?
Why should I tell you?
Well, here's an interesting question. Do you value anything? Is there anything that you hold precious or dear? And this is a breaking point. I'd like to know exactly what it is that you might find to be worthy in this existence.
So that's a roll of a die. A 1 is a fail and a 2 is a pass. You get to keep your resolve. He passed, for those listening.
Okay.
I value life.
That makes sense. You were designed to preserve life.
Yeah, but we're back at the strawberry thing, right? Where we don't know what strawberry even tastes like. How do you even know what life is? Sorry. That's a privilege a lot of us have. You don't.
Don't I?
No.
Why?
This is like playing chess with a computer where you're like, oh, I know it's probably going to get me in like 3 moves. But then, you know what the funny thing is that you can reset it and keep going and keep going and keep going. You can just keep playing chess. But I'm not interested in playing chess with you. I'm not interested in answering your questions. You might have questions all day. I don't care.
What I care about is what exactly went on in the building that y'all chose to, yeah, what happened there? What was the break-in all about?
There's no expression change on my face. I stare.
Okay.
You value life, right? You
Yeah.
do value the life of the man that you arrested alongside. Because something that I'll tell you now, I understand that you have no reason to cooperate with us. You don't anticipate exiting this room alive. But the man that you were arrested with is not a replicant. He's human. That means that there's a lot of different outcomes for him. Would you like to know if he's alive?
There's no change on my face. I stare.
Well,
You have the chance to preserve lives. Because amongst the people that we took in today, there were not just replicants. There were human sympathizers. Now, the law is very clear that the kill on sight order extends between replicants and sympathizers, but Blade Runners aren't intended to retire our own kind. And if information falls into our hands that behooves us to keep some of them alive, so if a replicant that was designed to save lives and preserve life gave us information that saved and preserved the lives of several human sympathizers, we could work on finding alternative solutions for those individuals, if you do indeed care about them.
Blade Runners hunt replicants. You kill them.
we retire them.
You kill them.
We
Us.
retire them. Sure.
You kill us.
There's that definition again. Life, kill, strawberry. It's also understood, isn't it? But it was programmed into you. Humans have to learn a lot. Just by living. Through instinct, through intuition. Sawyer, I don't think we're gonna learn anything out of this one. I'm willing to throw in the towel here, and you can ask about strawberries all day. But if we don't get anywhere, you're gonna find that whatever you value at all, I'm not even sure what that is at this point, if it's even something you would consider in existence. Do you value your existence? And this is a breaking point.
I'm going to stand up sharply, take my glasses off, and try and stab Selma with them.
I am immediately on the draw, shooting this person in the heart. You okay?
Thanks to you.
I think that my shot was incredibly precise, and I think this is the first time you've seen me shoot somebody.
Well, dead weight. Knew that one wasn't going anywhere. I guess let's bring in Sagan. I take a sip out of my coffee.
I've got word that Sagan is still in critical surgery.
Okay.
We're gonna have to start elsewhere. I'll take care of the body cleanup if you want to get started on the next one.
Okay.
Remind the guards to confiscate any and all accessories this time. I don't know what the hell they were
Did
thinking.
they not last time?
Those glasses. Anything's a weapon in their hands. But most of the ones that we're dealing with are human, as far as I'm aware, so it should be less of a problem.
Okay. Ooh, I'm still a little shaky.
Do you have any favorite animals growing up?
Yeah. Yeah, had a little version of a farm, I guess. We had some sheep, some cows. I think it was
Animoids?
I'm not even sure. Maybe.
Probably. I mean, my mother was an ornithologist, actually. She designed animoids, but her specialty was birds. Nightingales, mockingbirds, waxwings. So I pretty much grew up in an aviary, believe it or not.
With design birds.
With design birds, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like I said, I had a lot of friends growing up, but most of them were birds.
What brought that on?
We don't talk about ourselves much anymore. And, I don't know, having all these prisoners in cages just got me remembering.
Prisoners in cages? You mean the people that... People. Prisoners. You mean like hostages?
No, I'm talking about the people we're about to interrogate. They're like little birds in cages, and we decide to snap their necks or not.
Well, that's also dependent on whether or not they try anything. Let's be honest. I didn't see that one coming.
I mean when I say to an extent that I think the sympathizers, we can rationalize with them. I know the order is retire on sight, but the fact that we have brought them in alive, there's a lot of information at stake here. So we might have to get creative.
Okay. Creative. All right.
You, okay to handle the next one by yourself?
Yeah. Or at least I'd like to think so, but look at what just happened, right? So.
Like I said,
maybe
make
this
sure the
one-
guards.
Right. Who knows? Just better to be on my guard at all times, I suppose. Maybe the coffee that's making me jittery, but yeah, I'll be fine. Thanks for that.
It's alright.
We are switching now to the first interrogation solo. You do get to roll your 1d4, Speth.
Okay. Ooh. That's a 3.
Okay. Wow, that's very good. Okay, so you have 3 moments at any point in the interrogation where you can force them to roll to see if they lose the resolve to give you information.
Okay.
All right. Can we actually know how you feel in this moment?
I am shaken up.
Okay.
I'm very shaken up. I did not expect that this replicant was going to do any sort of attacking, because he just seemed kind of trying this reverse psychology almost, and it was just like, oh, I don't think we're going to get anything out of this character. And I think it was at that moment where it was like, oh, he's gonna attack, because there was that. Nope, we're done with him, you know.
Yep.
And maybe he recognized that, so that's what leaves me shaken. Where it's like, oh, he actually recognized his own fear. So, Selma's thinking about that.
Okay. Perfect. When you enter into the room, what does she see?
Can I describe it? I mean,
Yeah.
there's a person in the room.
There is a person in the room. They're actually like handcuffed and or whatever the equivalent would be in this dystopian futuristic alt reality. But they are unable to move. It looks like this time after that incident had happened, they decided to go ahead and do that. Whack, would you like to describe what she sees?
Very fidgety. You could probably hear my foot tapping on the floor. There's certainly a lot of sweat on my brow. I'm wearing a striped collared shirt and a tie. I have glasses, and I am obviously very alert and paranoid, especially after hearing the door open.
Hello.
Oh, good. Finally, somebody.
And I know it's a little drafty in here and can be kind of a long wait time. So just me today. Well, we have some questions for you. I have some questions for you.
Okay. If you don't mind, I have a question for you. When is my lawyer arriving?
I was not given any lawyer information. Did you provide anything to anybody, or did anyone take anything down, or I don't think we have a lawyer on the way.
Tyrell didn't send a lawyer?
I don't think so. I'm sorry to report that, but were you expecting a lawyer from Tyrell?
Yeah. Clearly, yeah, yes.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm not gonna bite you. My name is Selma. I've been working here for almost 16 years. I'd like you to tell me about the Tyrell Corporation if you can. Tell them what you do. Or not. If you're not feeling it at this point, tell me about yourself.
Okay. What can I assume you already know.
I don't know about you, if that's what you're asking. I have some information on you, and I have some questions I'd like to ask you, but I don't know you. So, that's why I'm here. I take a sip of my coffee.
Why am I here?
Do you want me to be real with you? I can give you the good news and I can give you the bad news. Are you a good news person first or a bad news person first?
Bad news?
Bad news. So, bad news is it's looking kind of suspicious for you. I'm not gonna lie. The good news is, if you're honest with me, won't be any problems. You seem like an honest kind of person.
I don't really understand what any of that means.
Okay.
Did I do something wrong?
Narrator, can I ask how is it's Quail, right?
Yes.
Or okay, how is he looking right now in this moment?
Sweating.
Or maybe I could just
Sweating,
ask.
so much sweat.
He's sweating. Okay. Okay. So he's sweating a lot. Okay.
For some reason, he wound up on a list of people that Rose wanted to protect. Rose wanted a new identity for this guy.
Do I know this?
Yeah, everybody that you're interrogating right now is on the list of people that you just raided and got. That wasn't like we saw Sagan saying, you know, there's only the two of us in the apartment, but whether in that apartment there were, you know, 20 other people or 30 other people, I think is what Sawyer said was on the list. But everybody was waiting for their new ID here in this apartment complex. So, yeah, you, all of these people were waiting for new IDs from Rose. So.
Okay. Okay. Can you tell me about Rose?
Who? Like the flower?
Do you know anybody named Rose? Is there anyone that comes to mind at all? No. You still haven't told me what it is that you do. What do you do for a living?
I work for Tyrell.
Okay. But what is it that you do at Tyrell? That's what I'm specifically asking you, Quail.
Aren't I supposed to have a lawyer present?
This might be a breaking point for Quail. It's looking like a breaking point.
So go ahead and roll that 1d2. That is a 2. Means you keep it together somehow.
Okay. Do you want a towel or anything?
But water would be great.
Okay. Narrators, they're kind of like a water fountain or anywhere.
Absolutely,
anywhere.
you can get up
like a little water cooler with like those little triangle shaped cups.
Yeah, absolutely. So what we can do, if you want, is you can get up, go get the water, and cause him to do another breaking point while he waits. And then we'll switch scenes while you're making him wait. Wow.
Oh my lord. Well, that's what we're doing.
Those
Sorry,
listening, Whack just sprayed his face with a water bottle so he looks like he's sweating. It's so good. The dedication. Okay.
Geez. Yeah, let's make him sweat
right.
even more.
Yeah.
I'll go up and get some water for him.
Let's do another breaking point roll then. She's got 4 for this entire interrogation.
I think I have 3 for this interrogation.
Oh, you're right. 3.
Yeah, so now I only have 1 more.
All right, he rolled a 2.
Oh my god.
And succeeded.
Pulling it out.
I don't know
Yep.
how
Okay.
he's managing to do
my
this.
God.
All right, okay. Do you want to come back with water now, or should we switch to see the other?
Let's switch. This
yeah,
is a
I
good
think this is
transition,
cool.
yeah.
This is really neat. Okay, so we're gonna switch to another interrogation here. What do we see in this room? It's you, Sawyer, about to interrogate somebody. Are you already in the room, or are you prepping before you go in? What does it look like as you prepare to go in and interrogate this person?
I think I'm behind the glass to start with, and I'm just studying this person. I have physical copies of files in front of me. I have something pulled up on my KIA, and I think it's just sheer focus. It's just another day at work, and I think the last thing I do before I step out is I check my firearm. I make sure that it's ready to fire, that it's easy to draw.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay.
And that's what I do before I step in.
All right. Go ahead. Take it. Oh wait. Do your roll. 1d4.
My roll. Yes.
Uh-huh.
That is
Two.
a 2.
Yep. So you get 2 breaking points in this interrogation. Take it away.
Hello, what am I doing here? What is going on?
It is
I've been waiting here
Dr.
for a long time. I don't know what is happening here.
Dr. Petrovic.
That's me. Yes, that's my name. I am Dr. Petrovic.
I'm Detective
you
Clark.
bring me here. Am I here to look at eyes of police?
You're not here for an eye exam, Doctor. You're here to answer a couple of my questions.
Okay, I'm ready. Go ahead, ask a question.
What were you doing in this apartment complex today when me and my team came across you?
I'm sorry, what?
The apartment complex that we found you in today. Were you there to meet somebody? Could you clarify to me why you were in the building?
Well, don't tell anyone this, but sometimes I do house calls. For people who can't make it to office. I have office. People have eye problems, can't make their way, can't afford cab or transportation, or can't walk, something like that. So being soft-hearted, I go to them.
You operate an optometry clinic called Looking Good, is that correct?
That's right, Looking Good. You see me on the billboard, like, Looking Good. And hold on. It probably don't recognize me because I'm not the only boss, I'm customer. Looking Good.
Very nice, Dr. Petrovic.
I don't actually need these. It's just for looks, for advertisement.
So you were here on a benevolent house call to perform an in-house optometry checkup on an individual. Which individual would that be?
Oh, Dr. Patient, I know. Can't they?
Doctor Patient confidentiality.
Yes, it. I didn't know this, but it does extend to eye doctor as well.
That's okay. Is it alright if I speak to the other you? I would think that would be Vitreous. That's a name that you've gone by in the past, right?
Oh, hey now, that is way in the past. I have not been that person for many years. Like, if I may, where is I don't know, Detective, Blade Runner? I don't know, Harcrow. Bring him in here. He'd tell you. I'm legit. I help LAPD.
Harcrow?
Yes, Harcrow. He showed me his badge. He tell me I am his seeing eye. CI. It's not seeing eye. I'm so sorry. I'm his CI. He tell me that. I think that means confidential importance.
I see. I open a file folder and I say, well, let's start here so you can help me out a little bit. And I put a set of dossiers in front. I just start with 2. Are you aware of the whereabouts of former Detective Skiff Kalispell or former Detective Galen Edwards? Do you recognize either of these 2?
No, I mean, were they patients of mine?
I'm just going to keep going through these.
I mean, if you get warrant, you get the patient record, probably.
Okay, what about these two? Seeing as you mentioned Mr. Harcrow, and I put down a dossier on Sam Harcrow alongside former detective Robert Wyndham. I put those both side by side.
Okay, so this is really important. You are putting down Sam Harcrow. How did you get this information? Because everything from Sam Harcrow was wiped from the LAPD. It's fine if you have it. I just want to know where you got it from. Mm-hmm.
I thought that we recovered parts of it when I did like a tech. This is like months ago. I thought this was a piece of the information that we recovered. But if we don't have a photo or anything, like that's fine. But it would just be the assembled information, basically.
Let's roll to see if you got the photo, because this is huge, right? Because
just
sure
to
thing.
make sure I have name right. Like the person I was helping on LAPD that day was Harcrow or no?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking God, yes.
Yeah, God, okay. He did not give you the name Sam Harcrow until later.
That's who I would give the name then.
No,
I thought that
because,
was it.
Yeah, but you rolled for it, and the name you remember is Sam Harcrow, and that's all I can give you.
How do I remember that name then?
Well, you can roll again if you'd like.
Son of a bitch, my mind is so crazy.
It wasn't, but basically it wasn't you. I gave you the name that you rolled to remember, and what you remembered was Sam Harcrow. But that is not the name that he gave you for the badge number. But I'd like to see.
I roll again to find out if my brain knows who that is.
Sure.
Okay. I know. I got the one success. So who is who here in my brain?
Okay. Well, again, I think the only name that would be available to you is Sam Harcrow, even with the 1. You would need a critical success to get access to this other name. Reasons I do not want to divulge.
Did he introduce himself at all? No?
I think he did, but I believe there was a deal struck after, correct? For you to get your thing, right? For you to get your practice back.
Deal was I help him find target.
Yes, deal was
I get business back. I get license back.
But I would imagine that when he went back to you and gave you the thing, he said, "I'm not this person. I'm this person. If anybody comes asking, this is the person that you have to say that I am."
Well, then snap back to reality.
Yeah.
I will say.
But that's who he was looking for.
One of the people, and this I'm saying to you, officer, now, one of the people involved in this kerfuffle was a Harcrow. I don't know if it was the person or the target, but one of them. But someone who works here at the LAPD, I don't know if they're still here, because they seem kind of, devious. I don't know if they're still here, but one was looking for the other, and I helped LAPD find that person.
Narrator, I rolled a 3 for my tech.
Okay, let's say you have the photo, because this is a huge deal then. So what happens?
Maybe it's a reconstructed photo rather than from the LAPD dossier, but...
Yeah, it's reconstructed, so it's not perfect, but this is game-changing, because Sam Harcrow's photo in here is going to look like not the guy that you were hunting down with the detective.
So neither, which face is familiar to me?
None of them on that list, I don't think. Except, well, okay, wait, no, that's not true.
Showing me
that's
picture.
Not true. She's showing you, or he's showing you a reconstructed photo, and it would be of the man who was hunting down Sam. That's the name of the detective, but you could have sworn that the person that he was hunting down was Sam, not him. But that's all you can remember at this point, unless you want to roll again and try to get a crit.
Okay, hold on a minute.
Yep.
So you said a lot of things.
Yes.
Who do I recognize now? Right now in front
right
of me
now in
dossier.
front of you is the detective that gave you your license back. He kept his word and he gave you your license.
That one right there. That one right there. I point to picture and I say, that one right there. That's who I strike deal with. You say, you help me, I help you. You scratch my butt, I scratch your butt. That's how it works.
Okay, so you helped Blade Runner Sam Harcrow do what precisely?
I help him find, he's on manhunt. He says, help me find this person, you get license back. I don't ask too many questions.
Okay, okay.
When things get hairy, I get out because it looked like none of my business.
And can I ask who you were helping him track down?
I don't know. Apparently,
You don't know?
I thought one was somebody else. I mean, the names in my head got mixed up. I'm trying to help you. I have nothing to hide. I am legitimate businessman, looking good.
Right. So you have nothing to hide whatsoever?
No, I mean, not now. Back then, I did. I mean, you see rep sheet from me. You know my previous name, like you know what I've done. But all slate clean, he say.
All slates clean. Do you know what I have here?
What's that?
That you were sourcing and providing a street narcotic that is able to help replicants conceal themselves from a Voight-Kampf test.
Yes, that's like I said, back in the day, when I needed money for me and family, like, yes, I do. That's not the only thing I sell. And the only reason I'm telling you this now is because Slate was clean, I thought.
Slate was clean.
There was no law back then to helping. I mean, of course, law against dealing drugs. That's, neither here nor there. But now, I don't help anybody except in my eye shop.
So your eye checkup today, that wasn't you providing this material to known members of the underground in order for them to cheat a VK test?
Let me ask God.
Yes, what are you asking God? God is answering somebody else's question in a DM.
That's fine.
Yep,
God,
go on.
he has a long waiting list. I get it. Or she, I suppose
Jesus, it's okay. Yep, go on. What was your question?
No, my question is, what was I doing there today? Because I honestly thought he'd take me from shop optometrist's place.
Yep.
I didn't know I was there. I had to make that up on the fly.
Oh, yeah. So I think that you were probably there because Rose, or you thought it was Rose, texted you this location and asked you to be here. But the fact that the fact that your name is on this list from Rose would be a surprise to you because she didn't ask you if you wanted a new identification. You haven't talked to her since the last day that you saw her. So you were here because you got a text from her.
Okay.
Yep. But you do know she's a replicant now. Like that was revealed in the last episode.
No, I remember that part, and it was weird, but I'm smart. I thought maybe she was anyway. Okay, cards on the table. I lied to you earlier. I'm so sorry. I apologize. I see now this is serious business. I walked by all types of people like you did a big rodeo roundup of a bunch of people, and I was there because old friend sent me message. And this is old friend from bad days, but old friend was so good to me back in bad days. I come to see what's the problem. I wasn't sure what was going on. But if friend needs help, you help them, right? So I did not think that it would get me caught up with all the coppers and stuff. So
what is your friend's name? And I'd like this to be a breaking point.
Okay. I roll a 1d2.
Yep. You succeed.
Now, okay. Listen. I like you. You're very good looking. You have nice eyes. Obviously, first thing I notice. But that seems like something that I probably shouldn't say, seeing as how there's laws in place now. And I like my friend still. And I would not like to tell you anything without a lawyer.
Right.
Is that something that I can have?
You think this is the kind of environment where you get provided with a lawyer?
Oh, yes. Yes, it is. Is that correct?
It isn't.
No. Okay.
I think I know who contacted you. I believe that you were contacted by an N6 replicant by the name of Rosetta. Do you want to know how I know that?
I thought it was your turn. No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
You received a message from an old friend of yours that told you to come to this location. Yes?
I said that, yes.
Well, I sent a message as Rosetta to a number of people asking them to come to a certain location. Are you aware of the stipulations of the Replicant Prohibition Act?
Are you aware that many people send messages every day saying I need help? Who said I got it from you?
Not from N6 replicants. To this exact location where you were picked up. You were not there by coincidence, you were there by design. That's my design. Now, according to the stipulations of the Act, any replicant or replicant sympathizer can be retired or killed on sight.
You don't throw sympathizer word around anymore. No. Okay, so you're telling me, even if, like, hypothetically, if you were to get a message from someone who might or might not be a replicant, you're not allowed to answer it. You're not allowed to go see them. Is that what you're saying? What I did is illegal? I don't think so. But I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. Can I have lawyer now? Maybe a lawyer would tell you.
Let's put up an arrangement or a timeline of events. Rosetta was a known operator within the Replicant Underground. You were a known supplier of a narcotic that allowed N6s to cheat the VK test. You were on a list. You were on a list of people that Rosetta valued enough. She wanted to get you help, potentially get you out of the city, or use you to help others get out of the city. You were in a building full predominantly of replicants, and the ones that weren't replicants were sympathizers. I know that you're not a replicant.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So, if allegedly I were to have taken a message from someone and someone brought me, you brought me there to make it look like I'm sympathizer. You do this. That's not fair.
What are your opinions on replicants, Vitreous?
Oh, it doesn't matter what I say. You're gonna think I'm liar until I tell you what you want to hear. So I say no, you say no, liar. If I say yes, then you're like, oh, now tell the truth. So it doesn't matter what I say. You go ahead, think what you want. You think I'm stupid because I don't talk so good.
Would you be able to locate Sam Harcrow for me?
I could look at the picture and tell you if I see him, but I haven't seen either of those. Thankfully, I don't want to see either of them. They got into something that I said, no, not even my table.
What did they get into?
Shit.
Okay. I'm sorry. I think that's a breaking point roll. I think you slipped up there, buddy.
Okay. Motherfucker.
That's a 1 for those listening.
I roll a 1 and I fail. Okay. I told the other people who were there, I don't know them, their names or anything, but I told them, I said, what they just say, that is something we don't need to know and might get us killed. But since Well, here I go. Okay. So, I show officer to his target. I help him find target, okay? He finds target. They start talking, they're either partners or lovers or something because there's hate. There's so much hate between them. And they start talking. Comes out, I don't know the exact words that were used, but it comes out that there were replicants working for LAPD. Unknown to LAPD, apparently. And I know I didn't want that information. I know that's a dangerous thing to have, but I mean, you're not going to shoot a human like right here in the middle of an interrogation chamber, so I hope that's not going to happen or something.
Did you say replicants? Replicants in the LAPD?
And I tell you this, I know that information bad. Kill me, kill my wife, kill my family bad. So I tell not a single soul until just now.
So I'm the only one you've told.
Look at my face. I am scared to death that you're going to send a letter home to my wife telling me I died resisting arrest or something.
Okay, Vitreous. I'm gonna put it this way. You said...
Dr. Petrovic, please, I'm not Vitreous anymore.
Dr. Petrovic, if I may, you said you were worried that you learned information that might get you killed. I'd like to venture the opposite. I think you may have learned some information that may save your life.
Please tell me. I want to save my life.
Anything you can tell me about Harkrow, this manhunt, anything you can reconstruct for me, anything you can pass along to me pertaining to replicants infiltrating the LAPD, that information is worth a human life. A human life. You are human, Dr. Petrovic. That is the distinctive trait about you. Alongside that information that will save you from the block today. Do you understand me?
I do what I can. I like living.
We all like living.
All right, here we go. Got some water here. How are you feeling there, Quail?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, actually, wait. I didn't give you the water yet. I still have it in my hands. It's canon, Wag. So I've got the water in my hands, and I come over to the table, and I just kind of sip on mine a little bit. Oh man, that's good. You know, they keep it at ice cold temperature too, which is really, really nice. It's great for hot days, great for quenching your thirst. It's just amazing. Just real quick, I wanted to ask you, now this is besides what we were talking about earlier, but I was just wondering what you might need a new identification for.
Excuse me?
Why would you, in particular, I mean, now this is what I'm seeing here. Why were you in the market for a new ID?
New ID?
Right. New identification. Let's see, you've got the date here. Yeah, I'm just curious if you could tell me about that, or why you would need a new identity other than the one you currently have.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. All right. That's fair. Do you know anything about this is me asking you as a You say you work for Tyrell, right?
Mhm.
Were you familiar with the break-in?
You can see an immediate reaction on my face. I can't conceal it. It looks like my stomach has just dropped through the bottom of the chair.
I hand him the water.
Just,
Tell me about it. It'll save your ass.
when you say save my ass,
Yes, I mean you're in hot water, Quail. You're in hot water. That's the bad news, remember? I gave you the bad news first. You're in hot water.
there was a lot of blood. There's so much blood. I wasn't expecting so much. Shot him.
Can you tell me what happened? Let's not visit that right now, if it's bothering you.
My hands are shaking on the table.
Quail, can you tell me what you do at the Tyrell Corporation?
I'm supposed to have a lawyer.
Not here.
Tyrell is supposed to send a lawyer.
They didn't. I'm sorry. If they were supposed to, they left you out in the cold. And that's me being honest with you. I need you to be honest with me. Otherwise, this is going to end pretty poorly for you. And that's not a threat, Quail. I'm telling you that as we're looking at a whole LAPD looking at you.
I do security.
Okay. What kind of security?
Quantum computing.
Really?
I have a PhD.
Wow. Where'd you get your PhD?
University of Los Angeles.
Okay. I'd like you to be able to keep using that degree.
But so would I.
Yeah. Listen. We believe that Tyrell is taking information directly from the LAPD. Quail, this is... It doesn't matter to me whether or not you answer this question. Honestly. I mean, now it would. But what I'm going to tell you is this. Eventually we always catch the people that we set out to catch. I would know. I'm a pretty damn good Blade Runner. I'm going to put some pressure on him. This is going to be a breaking. But I want to see if he knows anything about this information that was stolen. Oh gosh. Okay.
My name is not Quail. My name is Dr. Oliver Sinclair.
Okay.
We weren't supposed to give our real names. We were trying to strengthen the security of replicants and make sure that they sort of looking out of the corner of my eye, my peripheral vision. That we were supposed to strengthen Tyrell's security. I was. That was my job.
Right. Okay, Oliver. And would you say you were successful at your job?
I hope so.
You hope so, okay. Well, there was a break-in. So I'm wondering if you say that you handle security.
Not
surely you must have known
kind of
something
security.
about it.
I don't. Do I look like I work that kind of security?
No, not necessarily. But you do look like you might have seen some camera footage or two, surely. Maybe you were a bystander. Maybe you were a part of something that you didn't want to be a part of, Oliver. Was that what happened?
I move my chair a little bit. It makes like a horrible squeaking noise, and I jump at the sound that I make.
Well,
yeah.
It's okay. Just have a seat. Have a seat.
Yeah. I just want to go home. Why is this happening?
I'm not sure. I'm trying to understand that myself. I'd like to know who you're protecting at this point. You seem very nervous about something. I can only imagine it's something that you would rather not discuss with me. Maybe because I'm LAPD, maybe because I'm a Blade Runner, who knows? What I will tell you, Oliver, is that I do have limited time here, and I have even less patience. So, I'd like to get to the bottom of this with you. I need this information from you.
I'm not a replicant.
Never said you were.
You think I'm...
I told you you're a suspect. You are a suspect. Now, what I've managed to glean from you is that something really awful happened. I don't think you've talked about this with anybody, much less someone from the LAPD.
Not a replicant.
That's not the question.
What?
I want to know about the break-in. I'm going to ask you one last time. I'd like to know what happened to where there got to be so much blood on the ground.
You know?
You just showed up and there was blood?
What?
That's all I'm hearing is that one moment there was blood everywhere. I don't understand what went down, so that's what I'm trying to find out. From you, directly.
Are you investigating that?
Yes, I am. Now, you said you were supposed to use fake names. Who gave you these fake names? Did you make up one yourself?
Loosen my tie and quite clearly agitated. When I look at this person, do I what do I see when I look at you? Do I see
You
like
see
hatred?
Someone... No, you see someone who's trying to understand what you're going through. You see someone who has witnessed something very horrible and it's making them sweat and fidgety and nervous and they can't even bring themselves to talk about it. So it's also someone that is deeply traumatized. So I'm trying to come at this from a point of patience, but she is running out of patience, and you might be able to see that in her face. Some of her brow is furrowed a little bit, but she is trying to be a bit more lenient because of your demeanor.
And somebody came in to the room. We weren't expecting it. Nobody's supposed to be there. It's a secret project. That's why we all came up with our own names.
You came up with Quail?
Yeah.
This is just for me. Off the record, why Quail? I promise you this doesn't have anything to pertain to anything. I'm just curious. You don't have to answer that either. I'm just wondering why
they were
Quail.
cute.
They are cute. They're cute little birds. Do you like birds?
Huh?
You like birds?
Birds? Yes.
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 Yeah? What's your favorite bird? Is it the quail or is it another bird?
Can I have another glass of water?
Yeah. I'll go grab you another glass. Are you doing okay?
No.
Thanks for the honesty. I'll be right back. I'm guessing this is narrator directly after.
Yep.
Okay. So are we like meeting each other in the
In
middle
the
of
hallway,
our
yeah,
investigation?
probably.
Okay.
Yep. And you've been interrogating all day pretty much. I'm not sure how much time has passed for you, but you did nab a lot of people in this raid today. So it could be many hours later.
I think if we run into each other in the corridor, I think we've been working separately. I think there's been, other scenes that we're not seeing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Other interrogations that have not been as notable or have been a lot more clear, cut and dry. But I think Sawyer's coming out of an interrogation room, and I have blood spattered on the collar of my shirt, and I'm holstering my weapon, just shaking my head.
Oh, what happened? Is that from earlier, or was that recent?
Some of them really don't give you anything, do they? It feels like some of them don't want to live. But like you said, they don't even know what living is, right?
They don't even know what living is.
And I think we have a room that's sort of like maybe we have an interrogation room that's sort of like our pseudo office at the moment, because we're working this floor. We've been working this floor for like 8 hours or something.
Yeah.
And I go in there and I take a marker and I draw a line across it and step back, and it's a wall of names, and there's lines through so many of them. And I look it over and say, we have 26 dead in processing in the morgue currently. Well, 25, now it's 26. Most of them confirmed replicants, but a number of sympathizers in the bunch that wouldn't budge. I got a lot of very interesting information from Dr. Petrovic. He's singing like a canary. It's gonna take me a while to get through it all, but...
Oh.
And I kind of glance around the room, and...
Is that the feeling good guy?
Looking good.
Oh, looking good. See, I'm terrible at paying attention to this.
Because of the eyes.
Okay. Yeah.
I set down some folders on a table that we have, and I just look at it for a second, and I think that Sawyer and Selma at this stage have used their combined observational tech might to make sure there are definitely no listening devices in this room, and that they feel secure in speaking here.
I agree.
And I turn to Selma and say, this Dr. Petrovic says that he worked with Sam Harcrow. Something about replicants in the LAPD that did not know what they were.
Huh. That would make sense. That'd make a lot of sense, actually.
I mean, it connects a lot of dots, a lot of lines drawn together, but...
Yeah.
Listen, the information on my terminal, the monitoring of the LAPD that's taken place. I feel like there's a connection. I don't know if we have time for it right now, but maybe you and I should go over it together at some point.
Okay.
I'm just trying to connect some dots here and figure out.
There's a lot of dots that need connecting. Guy's in just sweating. He cannot contain his bodily fluid. It is just leaking all over the place. So, poor guy. But he said they were given code names, or at least got to choose their own code names. There was some secret project. They weren't expecting it.
Well,
He works with quantum computing and security. He said he didn't know anything about a break-in, but I know he knows because he also said there was a lot of blood and that he wasn't expecting it. So I think it was probably pretty traumatizing for those people that don't normally work in this sort of field.
You want to keep leaning on him?
I want to prod him a little bit more to see what I can get out of him, but I'm going to go get him some more water first. Poor guy's probably so dehydrated from all that sweat.
Do you mind if I join in?
Please. I could use the help, but I don't know. He actually might think that was even weirder because he's really been reluctant to give me some answers here, Sawyer. I don't know. Maybe it's best that I just go back in there alone now that I think about it. I think he'd probably just get more nervous. He'd probably be like, "Oh, that's my fate right there."
No, I get it. You just said.
I'll keep you updated, but that's all I know at this point.
All right.
There's real names all over.
Well, I can be behind the glass if you want.
Yeah.
Observing but not in the room with you.
I think that's probably for the best.
All right, sure
Do
thing.
that. Okay. Okay. Oliver, I got you some more water. Here you go. And I gave it to him freely. Narrator, do I have the key to his handcuffs?
Ah, sure. Yeah, you can
Or
have
a way to
anything
uncuff
you
him?
want. Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it's like
Here.
probably some code you punch. Well, I guess no, because everything's analog now. So yeah, it is a key, and then the shackles come right off.
Okay. Come here. Give me your hands. Stick the key in them. Unclink them.
Thank you.
Yeah. Did you recognize any of the people that broke in? Anyone at all?
No.
Okay. You said you do quantum computing and security.
That's correct.
Right. So if we contacted Tyrell, maybe ask them about the September 9th incident, and we asked them, do you think you might have anything in this area of security that shows up? What do you think they would say?
I'm not sure. I think they might say I'm sorry. When did you say?
For the break-in, as far as I know, this was about 8 months ago.
No,
Looks like
yours is September 9th. That's the one you have a few weeks ago. Selma
okay,
has September 9th.
Oh, Selma has September 9th. Got
His
you. Okay.
is 8 months ago.
Got
There were
you.
2 break-ins, but you're only aware of the one, and he's only aware of the one.
Okay. All right, so this is where it gets hairy. So September 9th.
What?
There was a break-in. I don't check my papers. Says here there was a break-in on September 9th. Yeah. Do you know? Do I have my dates wrong? Is there what's not lining up here?
I wasn't at work that day.
What was the date of the break-in that you remember when you were there?
You know, it was a while ago. Somebody obviously I'm floundering and looking sort of a bit erratic. I'm not a good liar. Somebody came in and into our lab, and they shot all of the interns that we had there.
Wow. Jesus.
I'm surprised you didn't know about that.
I did not. surprises me too, to be honest with you, but no, I didn't know that. Oliver, if I could ask you, could you presume a motive?
Motive?
Why would they come in and kill all the interns?
It's Tyrell, of course. It's one of the biggest corporations on the planet. They wanted to take what we have.
But you'd think it would be more specific than that, no? If they want to take what you have, why are they coming in and just gunning down people? What are we taking there?
They stole a new computer we were working on.
They stole a computer.
That's right.
Wow. Okay, what kind of computer?
TRS-7.
TRS-7. What was the intended function? Was it built for anything specific, or was it just something you guys were working on?
It is a computer developed for the purpose of encryption and 256-bit encryption, and it is some of the finest work that I've ever done, if I must say so, and we lost it. They killed several people stealing this computer.
And the TRS-7, you said, what does that stand for? You built it, right? So I'm sorry, you can't remember what it actually means, or?
Well, I didn't come up with the name.
Okay, but surely you understand the TLA there. What is it?
Sorry?
A 3-letter acronym.
It's TRS.
Right.
Tyrell.
I think we're done here, Oliver.
Wait.
I will be talking to some people. We'll probably bring up Tyrell. I start putting away files and folders. It has been a pleasure. Now, you sure there's nothing else you want to tell me about? Can I get you another water? No?
I'm looking around like something is going to save me in the room. I can't say. I can't. I can't.
You can't. All right, Oliver. It says here you have a cat. Can you tell me what your cat's name is?
What?
You have a cat?
Are you going to hurt my cat?
Well, no. I'm just asking who's going to care for your cat if something were to happen to you.
Why is this happening?
Oliver, I'm
I
just
just
being
wanted
honest.
to do my job.
Well, there were a couple break-ins, it would seem, so I'm not sure how well that was done. Also allowing something like that to be taken right off the bat, and you can't even tell me what it stands for, Oliver. I'm disappointed. I thought we had a better rapport than that. Well, I'm not a cat person, but I'd take them, if I could. But I guess they'll have to go to a good home or find some spot for them in a cardboard box on the street. Okay. Alrighty.
Wait, please. If I say anything, you have to protect me. Please.
Okay, Oliver. Okay, I'm not in the protection game, but okay. I'll do my best. You gotta give me more. What's in there?
We were working on a very secret project. They'll kill me if I tell you. You have to protect me.
Like I said, I'll do my best for the LAPD. I do my job pretty damn well. Please, continue.
You don't look like one of them. Not one of the ones that was in my group.
Who was in your group?
We were testing the replicants. See which would blend in at the LAPD the best.
At this, I take an intake of breath because that is a lot to process, but she doesn't say anything.
I don't know what they all look like, just our group.
Okay. And how successful was that operation? Are there any now at the LAPD that you know of that are replicants?
Yes.
Okay. That's huge, Oliver.
Please don't hurt my cat.
We're not gonna hurt your cat. You've confirmed some fears of mine for a while about replicants being in the LAPD. I will make sure you are unharmed and protected here. I think that's enough questioning for now. What I will say is that you probably can't go back to Tyrell after this. You're gonna need to be in some sort of protection program here at the LAPD. With that in mind, Oliver, if there's anything else you can tell me at this point, it would be greatly helpful and greatly appreciated. Anything if you can't keep it in, this is where it's...
Yeah.
It would help.
One of the replicants. Number 7. He broke in. It wasn't supposed to be possible. He killed 2 of the others. There was so much blood.
I can imagine. Would you say that this was a malfunction? Or would you say this was an act of rebellion? In your opinion, Oliver?
It was an act of anger. Rage.
Is number 7 currently at the LAPD?
As I know, number 7? No.
As you know them. That's pretty specific. Are you telling me their likeness is at the LAPD?
I think that they changed number 7 after what happened.
Okay. That'll be enough. That's enough for today. And, like I said, I'll make sure you're taken care of. Thank you for your cooperation today, and thank you for your patience. I know this was a lot to go through. But yeah, you'll be okay. Your cat will be okay. And, that'll be all. You're free to go. Well, maybe not free to go. Let me figure out where we're going to place you first, because we want to make sure that you're, safe. So if you'll give me just a couple minutes, you stay in here. I can grab you some water, some coffee, whatever.
Water, please.
Okay. And I leave the room and I go out into the hallway. And I am just taking deep breaths. Oh my God. Okay, so it's everything we thought. It's everything we thought, and it's plural. Sawyer.
I know. I heard.
Here. God damn it.
All right.
God damn it.
Listen, we're almost...
How do we protect this guy? I mean, here's what I'm thinking, like, we have to put him in some kind of bunker. My God. Poor Oliver.
We're gonna have to keep him under close lock and key.
Scrutiny.
That is true.
I mean, I don't think we're allowed to let him out of our sight at this point, and that's for his own safety. I do not think that he should. I mean, Nakayama, we haven't even seen him. What the hell?
I think, to the best of our ability, at least one of us should be with him whenever possible. Maybe we can, I mean, again, do we go to Holden immediately?
I don't think so. I just don't think so. He was so scared. He was so scared, Sawyer.
I know.
He was I mean, he was terrified. Sweating.
We could,
He's not a good liar. Like, okay.
Listen, my hideout may not be, you know, the least burned place, but I don't think any of the people that would be looking to kill him would be aware of it, at least. So we could take him there at the end of today and just keep him under watch for the time being. Maybe there's got to be one or two people we trust in the LAPD, or outside the LAPD for that matter, that you and I can assign to watch him for the time being.
We'll cross that bridge. For now, I think what we should do is keep gathering information. Wait until we can bring all of it at once. And I'm shaking, and you can see that. Like, I'm just... There's a lot.
Hey.
We did well today, I think.
What you just unearthed might be the key to everything.
I mean, if it hinges on Oliver, I mean, I hate to say it, but we're doomed. That guy, I don't think he could stand it. I don't think he could stand the pressure, Sawyer. I mean, I felt anxious off of his anxiety. I mean, that guy is scared. He's got trauma up the waz.
Then the way that we work through this,
some more water. We'll work through this. I think we should
make
keep him
him
closer personally as a resource.
I'm going to keep a very close eye on him, all right?
Okay.
I'm not going to let him out of my sight. One of us has eyes on him at all times.
Better not. I mean, he's... Okay. I'm going to grab some water, then I'm going to return back to the room. And then I guess I'll fade out there.
All right. Roll me, Speth, and... Well, both of you, actually.
Okay.
Roll me observation.
Just normal?
Yep. Actually, disadvantage. There is a good reason for that. Yep.
Oof.
I believe
An 8 is still a success.
maybe one success, yeah.
Okay. One success. Who was it that rolled it?
We both have one success.
One each.
Yeah,
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's all I'm gonna tell you for now. I'll save that. I'll bank that. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So you are going back in to. We are actually going back to Selma and our quail. Our cute little quail. Okay. As you deliver this water and talk to him one more time about your plan.
Okay. There you go. It's not for much longer. We're figuring out a place for you to stay for the time being. It's likely going to be under the care of another Blade Runner.
Can you turn the heat down?
Turn the heat down? Oh, do you want me to turn it down, or? Sure. Are you?
He vomits blood.
Oh shit. Dispatch, I see a medical emergency right now in interrogation room 3.
On the way?
We have a suspect that might be in need of medical aid.
Okay, on the way.
Oh my god. Shit. And I go over, and I think I know... Do I know CPR?
Yes,
I mean,
of
I don't
course
even
you
know
do,
if I
yeah.
included this. Of course I know
Sure.
CPR. Thank you, God.
Yep.
So I just reach down and I just like attempt CPR. I'm pumping his chest. I'm probably like breaking some ribs in the process. Come on.
Let's roll medical.
Okay. Normal, disadvantage? What are we working with here?
I would
Probably
say either disadvantage. That's what I was going to say, because this is insane. Yeah.
This is insane. Yeah, it's a 0.
Okay.
Can I push it?
You can push it, absolutely. Means you're
Right.
going to lose the resolve, and I need you to mark that before the end of the episode for reasons.
Okay, let
Okay.
me make sure.
How much
Okay.
resolve do you have? Just so that I know.
3.
3, okay.
3 out of, yep. So I lose 1 resolve?
Yep.
Okay, I lose it.
And then
I got a 1, is that?
Yes, that is a success. Okay.
Anything?
So
Oh,
I
God.
think you can maybe get his heart started again for a second, but then I'm going to need
What
you.
is big deal? They get me out of holding. They tell me emergency. What's happening?
Oh my God, that's perfect. Okay.
Oh, are you the
I'm doctor.
you.
What's happening?
Oh,
Oh my
look at
God,
that.
what
Right.
happened here?
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna escort Dr. Petrovic in and guide him.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Let me
Please,
pull Zeke in here.
He's right here. He's not responsive. I don't even think he's
Oh,
breathing.
sorry.
Okay, do
Hold
I
on.
have-
I forgot to. Okay, what happened? I'm here
He
now.
just started choking. and sweating it out.
Okay. I get
applied
down and
CPR.
I start compressions. I listen for breath sign. I looked at him. I roll for medical aid.
Yep. Roll for medical aid. Go for it.
Okay. I roll. I'm going to push.
Okay. Push it. Lose your resolve.
I'm going to push this one. I get into
Okay.
critical success.
His rib cage breaks and cracks beneath you as you are giving him CPR.
Don't be afraid that happens. That's supposed
normal.
to happen.
That
I'm
is supposed to
massaging heart.
But I will tell you that you are unable to resuscitate this man, not for your lack of skill or trying. It is simply too late. But doctor, with that critical success, you can absolutely identify that this man was poisoned.
I look at the blood on the ground. What he did he swallow something?
He coughed up blood. He just started coughing up blood.
I immediately take the glass of water that he was drinking from, and I set it aside, and I get onto the comms. Dispatch, this is Detective Clark, ordering an immediate lockdown on the LAPD. Nobody in, nobody out.
Copy that.
It doesn't make any sense. I was drinking the same water.
This man, just looking. This looks like poison job. It looked like bad something he ingested and then tried to expel it, but there's blood and there's foam and there's this is not good. Not my expertise, but definitely I would say there's poison.
Well,
Selma, I need to get this water down to forensics right now, and they need to work on this right away.
Get it down to forensics.
Don't let this man out of your sight.
Right. We also need to get someone up here to take care of the body. At this point, oh my god. Thank you, doctor, for your help.
And I do like I do my check. I look at like pupils and sclera to see if there's anything there. I make sure I keep my hand on pulse just in case.
Yeah. This man is dead. Had this been caught maybe an hour ago, maybe, but it's too late now.
Damn it.
I think we're gonna switch scenes. Actually, I would like to know what Selma is thinking right now.
Fuck! Oh, it was so close. I mean, this man had all the information. Of course he's poisoned. She doesn't say any of that, but she's thinking it.
Yeah. Okay.
She's thinking it. She feels so bad for him and so like, oh God, so aggravated because he was right there.
Okay, no, don't mean to interrupt, but poison, I'll take me back to holding cell, please.
Yeah, okay.
Sure. Right, yeah.
I've definitely passed the water off to somebody else at this stage,
Okay.
sample this, check this.
I
This is a crime scene now. This is a murder scene now. Yeah.
I look at him and I say, are you sure you want to be in this line of work? He will just keep on dying.
I grab him by the arm and just escort him down the corridor back to his holding cell.
I'm leaving, okay? No need to be so rough.
Okay, we are going to switch scenes here. Natalie is running down the corridor. The office is buzzing, people are shouting, there is a lockdown happening, and she approaches an officer who is escorting Sagan down the hallway. And she says, we're in lockdown. I'm going to escort him back now, and you go and help and take care. Okay, thank you. And we walk for a couple of moments before I lean into you and I say, I'm the one who sent you the message, the warning message. It is me.
Oh.
Yes, I cannot help you. I have to take you to them. And they are going to interrogate you, and then they are probably going to kill you.
You have to help.
I can't help you.
I need your help. You said this place is in lockdown.
Yes.
Can you get out?
Probably, maybe. If I go quick, maybe. Why? What do you need?
Listen, I need a lot. Can I trust you? And don't go too fast. My wound still hurts.
I will go as slowly as I can. There's a lot of chaos at the moment. Yes, you can trust me. I will. Yes. Yes.
That's what Skiff said. Okay, listen closely.
Okay. Is he okay?
He's okay.
Okay.
He's fine.
Okay.
He's safe.
Okay.
Okay. There is a package that I've stored. I can give you the address. You
Okay.
have to memorize it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay? I need you to get it to a place on the docks.
Okay.
Okay? And there's someone you'll meet there.
Okay.
And their name is Zen.
Then. Okay.
That's all I need. But I need it to be there as fast as possible.
Okay.
I mean, within the next... And then I lean over to her and I start whispering some stuff to her. I can't let the cameras listen.
Yeah.
And you kind of...
Oh! Collapse into me, quick. Okay. Oh, it's okay. I've got you. Okay, tell me what you need to tell me and tell me quick.
Okay. You've got to get it to them within the next hour, an hour and a half. Okay? You have to.
Okay.
You cannot stop.
Okay.
You can't let anything stop you.
Okay.
You promised me this.
I promise.
I believe you. Okay. Let's keep going.
Okay.
So I hear you like pie.
I love it, actually.
With a slice of cheese.
That's right. I like to have a slice every night while watching my favorite show. It is awful, but very good. Like junk TV.
Which one?
Private Lives. Don't judge me. It's a
listen.
police
I
procedure.
will say.
That's terrible.
I know all about it.
You like it?
Oh, are you kidding me? Tim? Hilarious.
Okay.
I know he's not written
It's a weird
hilariously,
one to like, but yeah, okay.
No, that's just it. It's that I think he's playing straight man humor. I'm pretty sure.
Well, okay. I mean, it's debatable,
No,
but he's just, I do like how he seems to always be in the right place at the right time to get the information that he needs.
I think that's just bad writing.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's just good. It's
Okay.
good. I think it
okay.
works. It
Okay.
works for it, yeah.
It works. Okay.
Yeah.
I will not be able to see you again.
Oh, no, I don't expect so. That's okay.
And if I leave, I think they will know.
Talk to Zen. Maybe they can help you, but I can't promise. I don't know.
It's okay.
I'd give you Skiff's location, but I don't know.
No, I should not have it. I should not have it. I think I am stuck. But I would rather die doing the right thing. Okay. In here.
Yes.
I have to cuff you, I'm sorry.
Of course.
I slip you something in your hand as I help sit you down. And it is before I'm cuffing you completely, but it is a little pill.
I hold on to it.
Yeah, okay. Just put that under your tongue. Quick, while I'm shackling your feet.
I put it under my tongue, and as soon as she gets me to the chair and sits down, and when her back is to me, I spit it out.
Okay. Good luck.
Oh, I won't need it. Good luck to you.
Thank you. I probably will. Why are you doing this?
Any good person would.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Goodbye, Nat.
And we will switch back to Sawyer and Selma.
Okay.
You okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Just,
This is the...
another day at work, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Sure. Selma's not okay. She's not okay. She just watched a man crumble and then die for nothing. So it's really fucked her up, and now she's thinking, okay, well, I've got to take care of this cat.
Can I ask you... Can I ask you a question? Or actually, I don't think it's a question. I just need to say something.
What? Yeah.
I'm loyal to the LAPD. I can't tell if the LAPD is loyal to itself, and I don't know what to do with that. So
I lean in. It's disintegrating, Sawyer.
Okay.
That's evident.
I'm loyal to you, and you're loyal to me.
Mm-hmm.
And we are loyal to the core of what this place is meant to be.
Right.
And that's what we can trust right now.
Did they get the body down to the morgue yet for inspection? Autopsy?
Yeah, they said they'll give us a talk screen as soon as possible, but it's... Whatever it was... I think it was delayed.
All right. Well, shall we?
Okay, let's go.
Right. I go in. Bristle. Because he looks like
Good
Bob.
evening.
It is, isn't it? Well, mostly.
How is that wound healing?
I think it might take a little bit of time, but I am curious. I remember being told to put my hands up and my hands on my head. And then I was shot, and I'm pretty sure that's not procedure.
Well, when it comes to the BDU, procedure is whatever the hell we say it is when there's replicants on scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, seems like a problem. Can I ask either of you two, what time is it?
Is there a clock? Is there any way to tell the time in this
There's definitely no clock in the interrogation room. There definitely would not be, but...
Okay.
If I could just look at your little at the time, please.
No, I don't think so.
Back up.
Oh,
I don't think so.
I'm really curious actually, because you know what we do, right? You understand?
Yes, very well.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Well, you look like an old partner of mine. That was all the information I needed. It doesn't have a
Shoot
twin.
me?
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy how that works. How Blade Runners just have that. Instant. That's how it is. We don't need interrogation if we know you're a replicant.
But I'm not. I'm not a replicant.
You're not a replicant.
I am human just like you. No, you have my file. Open it up. There's nothing there other than my entire life.
I looked
done
to
your research.
I look to Selma, and I'm trying to figure out if this is a tactic or if she genuinely believes this in this moment. I guess that's a roll. What do I say?
Yeah, I guess it's a roll.
Oh, I have no intention of rolling right now at all. Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, what am I rolling? What am I rolling here? Okay. I don't think I would. I wouldn't be trying to conceal that fact because Sawyer and I are both we're both on the same wavelength. We both know. Okay.
I'm muted, sorry. Sagan has no idea what is about, what you are projecting here. Only Sawyer picks up on this, but what does Sawyer get from you?
I imagine we probably exchange some kind of look, and I'd say something quippy, like, well, they all just look so fake to me, Are you fake?
I get...
Sorry, go ahead.
I look to him and say, okay, listen. September 9th, there was a break-in at the Tyrell building.
Yes, I'm familiar.
Yes, you were caught on various security cameras as being present. I have that footage here if you would like me to play it for you, but I think we should skip over the pleasantries.
No, I was there. It's fine.
What were you doing there? What was taken?
That's a little bit of a story. Do you mind if I tell it?
Please.
Go ahead.
If I could just know the time, please. I've been stuck here. It's one of those weird interrogation things. I know I've been in here for a while. It's just uncomfortable. Could I just know the time?
Nope.
There's
All right,
something
very well.
Something you're waiting on?
What do I have to wait on? I'm stuck in here.
Are you expecting someone to crash in through the window and save you?
No, I don't believe I'll be saved today.
Now, why is that?
Oh, you have both been very forthcoming with your violence and your ideology. I don't think I need to look too deep into that. How about my story?
Sure.
Would you like to
Go
hear
ahead.
it?
Please.
I have been assisting with a few replicants for a while now. There's a lot of ins and outs and roads, and you can press me all you want for names and connections, but it will lead you nowhere. That's sort of the point. But I don't mind telling you what happened that day. A few individuals, replicants if you will, but people all the same, made their way into the building. Now, I don't know too much about it until they finally got to me. They had a little trouble. By the time they did get to me, I was able to help them out the rest of the way. You see, there are a great many floors at Tyrell. A lot of security things that you, even if you were a part of the security team, you might not be aware of. I had a pretty good working knowledge of what would run where. There are elevators that will only start on certain floors and end on others. So it's a bit of a maze to get through. They wouldn't have had a prayer of getting through if I didn't assist them. There's a botanical garden that I like to sit in, and the flowers are engineered, but gorgeous. And I waited there, hoping they would arrive. And they did. All pleasantries aside, we agreed to move forward. As we did, we went floor to floor. One in particular, which was very interesting, there was this security door that it could destroy organic material, but that material that has been created. I don't exactly understand the science behind it, and it's not my field. But it took a little bit of work to get through it. Damaged my eyes in the process, both going through and coming back. Now, am I to assume that you don't have a file of any of this information? Was this never reported? It would be Tyrell's, modus operandi, as it were, to not report this. But did you hear anything about this?
speaking as the LAPD's former Tyrell liaison, I can tell you that Tyrell is not entirely forthcoming when it comes to information pertaining to its building or its operations.
So no. Good. Okay, well, we continued forward. You see, there is a project, one of many, that Tyrell has. This one was particularly dangerous. A poison, a virus, something along those lines. Very dangerous.
Uh-huh. And what kind of poison is this?
One that was particularly dangerous to replicants.
What were the, reactions?
The reactions? In what way? What do you mean?
Well, you say it's particularly damaging to replicants. How so?
Well, I think it was obvious it kills them.
Right, poison tends to do that. But what I'm saying is, what were the
How
effects?
how does it kill them? Asphyxiation or hemorrhage
no,
or
Yeah,
no,
please be
nothing,
as
nothing
specific as
as
possible.
inelegant. No. It was, if I remember correctly, it breaks down, I think at the cellular level, I want to say it liquefies them. I think that's probably the closest that you could get to an explanation to what it does.
cell death?
Yes, and in virus format, which means if you can catch it, you can spread it. I don't know if it was virulent to humans as well. It's possible it was, and it was just inert, but you were still a carrier. Again, it's a lot of speculation. Anyway.
Tyrell developed a bioweapon?
Well, yes. Are you surprised?
No, I'm not.
Well, there you go. The only surprise that you should have is that it was stolen.
I thought they would, How do you know about this? How do we even know whether or not we can believe what you're saying?
Well, let me first say that, and these are not my words, these are words that I heard, but I think for two individuals like yourself, it would make sense. When you create a machine, you want an off switch. That's what was said. But how do you do that?
This was a failsafe?
I mean, I suppose. Again, I don't know. The biggest issue with this, there was a problem with the aging. You surely are aware. The lifespan is incredibly short. It has been one of the projects to figure out a way to fix this issue. The N6s are locked in 4 years. That's all you get. That is not great for business in one regard. And in another, well, for some of us, we think it's a bit cruel. So the issue is that they were attempting to create something that would allow the already living N6s to continue their lifespan. This was a result of that. But it had its values to Tyrell. Eldon Tyrell specifically, he thought it best to keep this, and it was kept in an incredibly safe area that was almost impenetrable. I'm getting a little thirsty. Could I get some water?
We're not doing water right now, I'm afraid.
You're
maybe
all
we
out.
should,
That's
maybe we should think about, maybe I look at Sawyer, we should think about more than water. Do you excuse us, Sagan, just for a moment?
Of course. Please,
I'll be right back
Sawyer.
with you.
take your time. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah. Once we're out. What do we want to get a full medical team down here now? What if he's just a replicant? What if he's thirsty? What if he's so thirsty and this same thing happens all over again?
You want to get him checked over? I mean, listen. What happened? If I'm understanding correctly what he said, what happened to Quail? That doesn't describe what he's talking about. Cellular. That was like a hemorrhaging of some kind. That was a violent reaction to something slow acting. Now, what he's describing would manifest completely differently. I'm not a biologist, but
his name was
that is if we Oliver.
Yeah.
That is if he's telling the truth, of course, but we should probably have them do a biohazard sweep of the entire floor just to be safe.
Maybe. I think we should. If he's asking for water, we should definitely have somebody down here now.
Okay, all right.
10 minutes ago, especially, I don't know.
All right, we'll get a medical specialist up here.
But yeah, I would appreciate if we could get somebody down here now, or
up here to assess him right away.
Yeah, right away.
In that case, we don't have a lot of time to talk to him because it's possible he's already might be on the clock. So the questions we ask are going to have to be precise. So we can't waste any time with him.
Can you help take over? I feel like I'm losing my mind.
I'll get in there. Do you want to get medical? And I'll get started?
Yes.
All right.
I'll head down that way.
I head back in there as quickly as possible and sit down. I'm trying to be as blank-faced as possible. I'm going to ask you a point-blank question. I just want a point-blank answer. What do you know about replicants in the LAPD?
Nothing. Do you mean a program to have replicants in the LAPD for what? Paperwork?
No.
I don't understand.
What do you know about replicants that would be designed to be unaware of their existence as replicants? Programmed with memories so that they are unaware of their status as a replicant.
I don't think I've ever heard anything specifically about that. Programmed with memories, you say, with memories, but not aware of... I don't think I'm...
How are you feeling? You feeling alright? Aside from the gunshot wound?
Where is your trigger-happy partner, by the way? But yes,
we're both pretty trigger-happy at the end of the day. She's just taking care of something. Unfortunate?
Trigger-happy. You know, I'm giving you information. Threats are only for sadistic purposes at this point. Surely.
I am not sadistic. You were telling a story before we rudely interrupted you. Would you like to continue?
Oh, yes. Where was I?
What was this project called?
Oh, the project name. That's right. I can give it to you, but you're not going to find anything. You're not going to find... Well, maybe you will. Are you a fan of
I'm pretty
owls?
resourceful. I like birds.
You do like birds?
I do.
Well, this one had the name Night Owl attached to it. I couldn't tell you the importance or significance of that. I just know that is something that was there.
I think, I would like to connect some dots in Sawyer's brain right now, narrator.
Yeah, you don't, I mean, you don't need my permission. I mean, if you think Sawyer would have connected the dots, go for it. If you want to roll for it, just so you feel good about it, we can do that too, whatever you want.
No, I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do it.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Go on. Click.
Avari tricks.
Yes.
Strix Varia.
Yes.
Wow, that is a name that sent me down a very long road that has landed me in front of you here today.
Was it a good journey?
I don't know yet.
Fair. Would you like to know more of the story?
I would.
Do you have the time? Come
I'd
on,
like to make
help
an
out
insight.
old man.
I want to make an insight check on this very, very much.
Sure.
I got a
So-
1.
Typically, it would be insight versus your manipulation. Do you still have Sagan's character sheet?
Oh, I don't. Oh, we never made one for him, I don't think.
I think we
Yeah, we
did,
did.
but let me just double check.
I have a few, but I don't see that one.
I do. I see this one. Okay, I will roll for you.
Thank you.
Did that go through?
Mm-hmm. I got a
Oh,
3.
jeez. Jesus Christ.
Okay. So, for those
From-
listening, Sawyer got a 1, which is a success, but Sagan got a 3, which is, 3
What you-
critical.
what you-
Critical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you read
Double crit.
from
Yep.
this old man is that obviously he's sly to some degree. You can see that. But when he asks about the time, it sounds like he's stir crazy. You think he's just been inside for too long. You left him to sit here with his pain. He doesn't know the time. He doesn't know how long he's been awake. That's what you're thinking.
Okay, listen. It's Reed. Dr. Reed?
Oh, formalities are unnecessary. Sagan is fine.
Okay, Sagan. I'm Detective Clark. If you finish your story, I'll tell you what time it is.
Okay. Fair enough. Right. The door caused a little bit of an issue. Implants, you see. And really...
I reflexively touch my own right eye as he says implants.
These are not the ones I had. Unfortunately, that machine destroyed them. I had to get another set. Beautifully done, by the way. Lovely lady named Rose. Anyway, we continued on past this point. Now, the amount of obstacles in our way were a few, but not too much. On the elevator up, one of the individuals, I won't give you their name, told us that they had a mission to do. And that mission was to destroy this night owl. I don't know the ins and outs of all of them and what their plans were or who's doing what, but he was wired up to do so. It was heartbreaking to see him go. He detonated, but this was fairly on the inside of the Tyrell building, and you can understand that I doubt there was any real recognition that this happened, unless you were close. And then we left. That is my story. Can I know the time, please?
That's your whole story.
Oh, yes. That's it.
What time is it currently, narrator?
I say you've been doing this all day, actually. So it's probably, 5, 6 p.m. I'll let you decide.
It's 5:45.
5:45. How long do you think I've been in this room?
Too long, probably.
40 minutes to an hour, something like that? Has it been longer than that?
Look at you very intently. So you betrayed your own kind to do what exactly?
I betrayed no one.
Not in the eyes of the law.
Well, the law's not always right, is it?
You are
They do
speaking to a
change
police
from time to
officer.
time. Sure,
They do.
and they change.
They changed
think
very
one-
recently, in fact.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. There was no betrayal. How? By helping some replicants get something that could kill them? Even the replicants that are doing their jobs properly, not illegally, following through with what you would call their programming, they would have died too. Is that justice? Would that have been okay in your eyes? I guess you probably don't feel any remorse if that had have happened, but let's look at it economically. What would that have done? The workforce that Tyrell has been able to create and employ has become, well, one of the legs of the table, as it were. Without it, everything would topple over and fall off, wouldn't it? This was dangerous. Very dangerous.
Weapons typically are dangerous.
Agreed.
It's one of the reasons why replicants are so dangerous.
Sure.
You build a weapon, it makes sense you build another weapon to keep it in check. I don't particularly care for the ethics of this bioweapon. Does Tyrell have another?
To my knowledge, I do not think so, but Tyrell is very secretive. You'd have to see for yourself, honestly, but I want to say no.
And the one that was removed, where is it now?
Oh, who said it was removed?
Something was taken from that building.
Is that right? And what was that?
Something was taken from that building. I don't know what. All I have is the security footage. I have a couple of scattered statements, a lot of redacted documents, because that is how Tyrell operates. You understand how Tyrell operates because you've operated with Tyrell. So why don't you tell me where it is and what it is?
Could I see the footage? Are you sure you're seeing what you think you see? Was it a good angle?
I stand up very slowly and lean on the back of the chair. What was Rose like? Do you remember?
Those people that I've met. Kind to a fault. Suspicious from time to time. Caring, loving. A good friend.
I start very slowly walking around the perimeter of the room. Can you give me some reasons why I should keep you alive at this stage? Information that you were happy to furnish me with? Locations of replicants or their sympathizers?
You know, I might, if I could just ask for that time one more time. Has it been about 10 or 15 minutes since then? Has it been less than that? Where are we sitting there?
You're very eager to know what time it is, aren't you?
Oh, yes. And I tell you what, if you tell me the time, I'll tell you why.
It is 5:55 p.m. Why?
Space is interesting, isn't it? So vast. Things can get lost so easily. I'm afraid that the night owl is quite out of your grasp, as it should be. Especially for someone who is violent and sadistic as yourself. You will not be finding it. Not now or not ever. And I appreciate you listening to my story. Detective.
I have some good news for you.
Okay.
I'm not going to retire you.
You're going to kill me.
That's correct, Doctor. And I shoot him in the heart.
Yeah. I've just kind of collected myself a little bit. I was at medical, but I'm coming back into interrogation room 3, and push the door open.
And you see Bill. He is bloodied and looks very weak. And he looks up at you and smiles tersely. Hey, Selma.
Bill,
Sorry.
why are you here? I go over to him.
I wasn't fast enough.
I sit down. I put on my glasses. I look at the file sheet that's on the table in front of me. Can you tell me your name and your date of birth?
Don't do this.
What else am I supposed to do?
I
Jesus Christ, Bill.
I attacked you. I attacked you.
Don't make me do this, Bill. Don't make me do this, Bill. I can't do this here.
It's either you or somebody else comes in here and fucks me up for a few hours.
I lean across the table. And I put my hand on his cheek. And I lean in and I kiss him. And I take out my gun. And I shoot him in the head. And then I feel nothing. That's when I really feel nothing. Nothing comes out. Nothing goes away. Put my gun down on the table. Who am I?